Message of the day, August 9th, 2023. The title is Run to Your Safe Place. Once again, that's run to your safe place. The scripture is going to come from Psalms chapter 9, verses 9 through 10 of the ERV, which is the easy to read version of the Bible. I decided to go with the ERV today instead of the NIV because it has a very profound way of explaining the word and simplifying it so that we can get a better understanding of it. But the Bible text reads, "Many people are suffering, crushed by the weight of their troubles. But the Lord is a refuge for them, a safe place they can run to." Lord, those who know your name come to you for protection. And when they come, you do not leave them without help. The meaning of the text. How many times have the troubles of your life seemed like a crushing weight to you? You've experienced something that feels like your windpipe, your lungs are congealing, touching the inside from the outside. It's crushing you. It has a weight that you can't explain. It's too heavy for you to bear. How many times in life have you experienced a job loss or a divorce or a loss of a home being foreclosed or a loss of a family member or whatever the loss may be to you? But it felt like a crushing weight to you. It was so crushing that it seemed like it was so heavy that you couldn't breathe, you couldn't move, you couldn't function properly. That's what I mean by that crushing weight. As far as me, one of the most crushing weights that I've experienced was divorce and that separation phase before the divorce. How do I live without the person that I spent 15 years with, married to 10 years? How do I live without my kids, the family, the home, the house, the life that I built with this person? I remember, I think it was like a week or two right after all of this transpired in my life, that I literally sat at my dining room table for 24 to 48 hours. I couldn't move. I couldn't think. I couldn't do anything. The weight of all of that just crushed me. I couldn't move. I couldn't think properly. Imagine sitting in place for a whole day or two. That's what I mean by that crushing weight. And I know we all have some kind of experience that we felt an unexpected job loss or a family member, a father, a mother that you were really close to, that when they passed away, it felt like a crushing weight to you. But I want you to think back on those moments, because in those moments, the only thing you can do is run to the safe place and refuge, which is in the Lord. That's all I could do. I couldn't utter the words out. I couldn't pray properly, but I could think on the goodness of the Lord. I could think a prayer. I could think a thought of gratefulness. That's all I could do in that moment when I was sitting there at the dining room table, could not move. All I could do is think on the goodness. But that was my way of running to my safe place, running to my refuge, which is in the Lord. He will hide you. He will protect you. He will provide for you. But you have to make the decision to leave your troubles behind and go to him. In those moments when I couldn't speak, didn't have the words to iterate, articulate, or dictionize, all I could do was think on the goodness of the Lord. Think about the great times that I had prior to that and what was coming. So in those moments, you got to decide, I'm not going to let these troubles continue to consume me. I'm not going to stay here in this. I'm not going to die right here in this moment. I'm going to progress. I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to go into my safe place and my refuge in the Lord. Those who call on his name have nothing to worry about, because he always provides a way out of no way, a bridge over troubled waters, and a light to their dark path. I can't count the many times that he's provided a way out of no way for me, or a bridge over my troubled waters, or the light into my path, my dark path. I don't know how many times. It's been numerous times in my 40 plus years. So I'm asking you to think about on those moments when the troubles were weighing you down. Think about those times when he created a way, like he did for the children of Israel at the Red Sea. He created a highway of dry ground through the Red Sea for them. Think about your Red Sea moments. Think about how the priest stepped into the Jordan River and divided and split, made another highway for the children of Israel under Joshua's reign. Think about your Jordan River moments and how he made a highway or a bridge over troubled waters or a way out of no way for you in those particular moments when your troubles were crushing you. When you go to him, he will not leave you without help. It's always going to be help. It may not be the help you want, but it will always be the help you need. It may not come from the person you thought it was going to come from. It may not come from the place that you thought it would come from. It may not come from the job that you want to come from, but it's always going to be something. And the reason why I say that is because I remember losing my job years ago. And when I lost my job, I actually wound up having to work a part-time job just in the interim until I get back to a position that I really wanted to be in. It wasn't what I wanted, but it was what I needed. And that's what I mean by in those moments, it may not be the help you want, but it will be the help you need. And my bottom line quote that I have for you guys today is, run to your safe place in him because your help is waiting for you. I'll state it one more time. Run to your safe place in him because your help is waiting for you. Until next time, be blessed.